like a rave. It's a Friday rave. It's a Friday rave. It's a Friday rave, and we are here. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jeliza Roberts, and of course, this is the first time I'm hosting with Renzo.
And she just tried telling me how to dance.
It's a rave. No, it's a rave. I'm telling her it's rave music.
I could do like that. I could do a Papa Lip Bossa split kind of
rave music, fist pump. But today we have a jam-packed show for you guys today. We're going to talk about the Emancipation Day concert that is happening over the weekend with none other than Ja Vinci. He will be joining us here on set.
And excitement coming in. We're also going to be talking about an inter-office basketball tournament. Get to know exactly where you need to be, what's all the things that are happening around the country, and of course, many more exciting conversations. But you know how this works. Put your comments in the comment section, make it live in the juju, and respectful, of course. Shall we get to the couch? Now, I will do it the way I want to do it.
Everybody on Sunup. Seek the answer that's worth looking for today. And we're going to be talking about the hush hush that has been happening over the weekend. So far,
seem that will never change. They say,
white people
tear down the wall that's blinding us all. You see the way today. A place to call your home, a place where you can go. Stand by me and we'll take flight. We'll be there.
Hello there. We're welcoming you. We're going to be talking about the weather, courtesy of the Bleeze Met Service. And we're going to throw some traffic in there, courtesy of Smart.
Good morning, Belize. Early this morning, showers and thunderstorm activity increased over the country, affecting mostly southern and central areas, where activity seems to be moving up north. An approaching weak tropical wave is supporting moist and unstable conditions over the country. The 24-hour forecast: cloudy skies at times today and partly cloudy skies tonight. A few showers and thunderstorms will likely affect mostly central and northern areas this morning, with activity decreasing and becoming isolated this afternoon. Please note that there is a strong thunderstorm watch in effect for the country. There is a potential that thunderstorms could produce heavy rainfall, intense lightning, and strong damaging winds. Residents are advised to monitor the weather situation and stay tuned for any flooding updates from the National Hydrological Service, or NEMO. The maximum temperatures for today will reach 88 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 93 inland, and 81 up in the hills. The low temperatures for tonight will drop to around 82 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 73 inland, and 68 up in the hills. The winds will be from the east at 10 to 20 knots with higher gusts, and the sea conditions will be moderate to rough. Please note that there's a small craft caution in effect for gusty winds and locally rough seas, especially near heavy showers and thunderstorms. Operators of small craft should exercise caution. A high tide will occur this morning at 10:48, followed by a low tide this evening at 5:50. Another high tide tonight at 11:47, and another low tide early tomorrow morning at 5:26. The sun will set this evening at 6:26 and will rise early tomorrow morning at 5:26. 32. The moon will set this morning at 7:11 and will rise tonight at 7:59. In a sargassum forecast, there's a high chance that more sargassum mats could impact beaches, especially over the northern half of the country, during the next few days. The outlook for Saturday and Saturday night is for mainly fair weather with only isolated showers expected. In a tropical weather outlook, no tropical cyclone development is expected over our area during the next 48 hours. For a review of our forecast and other products, please visit our website at nms.gov.bz. Our next forecast comes out at 12 p.m. this afternoon. With that, we're in this morning's forecast from the Belize National Met Service.
And that is the weather.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling amazing. Can you tell? This is the first time me and Giles get feel like hosts together, right? So I think she did try just like understand how my energy level set up.
Honestly, so funny story. I guess we can tell the public this. I actually met Renata during the pandemic, and our first meeting was that we went to get...
We got our vaccines together. I still have the picture. We took like the leave vaccine card, like I'm vaccinated and everything. It was such a whole moment.
Oh, what a time that was.
What a time. That Belma Panorama, we can do that in the show?
Yeah.
And then after that, she didn't hang out with me since.
I
think that Becca
everybody Renata turned big time and she forget what the small people
it's the lies. Julia, Jalisa's a liar. But I'm super excited to share the space with you, bro.
That's right. So where are we starting off today?
I'm about to ask you how you do.
Girl, honestly, my energy is up there. It's Friday. I love Fridays. It's my favorite day of the week.
So you don't like Saturday?
Well, you know, Saturday is not count it as a day of the week. It's a time for rest. It's a time to rest. Like weekends are just rest.
Okay,
but
so
when
Friday.
it comes to the work week, Fridays are my favorite days. You know, we always try to do an exciting story. You try to fill your day with exciting things. But today we also have house meeting, and so
it's a fun time for you.
It's a lot to dissect today. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this Friday.
Yay for house meeting for you. I love this for her, not me. Her. So we're gonna dive into it and like get out into the juiciness of what's happening. Guys, also tell us how you're feeling on this Friday. There are thunders and lightning and rain and people that get wet and Jules Mole get wet and I hope it okay.
It's crazy because yesterday it was hot and then lightning, thunder,
Just
rain.
how God set it up, you know, one day.
Honestly.
Bet you this afternoon it's gonna be hot, hot, hot.
That's accurate.
So-
Sounds like it.
So you know what, we just with the flow. We just with the flow.
You don't know if you dress for at this point. You just try to stay
Just make
weather
sure.
neutral. That's what we'll call it, weather neutral.
You need to have your little thing, your little trash bag or something in your car just in
your
case.
poncho, everything.
Be prepared. So we are prepared, and of course, questions are asking, and we're going and wondering what's happening specifically. Jal, why you don't have your paper? Get your
I have
laptop.
my notes on my phone.
Oh, so you so eco-friendly. That
Oh,
she not
my
care about
bad,
paper.
my bad. Save the trees.
Angeline print a whole paper for Jal. So Angelisa's like, I don't care.
Save the trees.
Save the trees. Climate action goal number 13. Yes, SDGs. But let's talk a little bit about the Auditor General, Ms. Maria Rodriguez, and the fact that she now has the big task of investigating the Belize Defense Force ministry. And so people are looking at this aspect of what this really means, the unraveling that has to go down, because of course we've seen the boots, we've seen the gun, we've seen the seasoning, we've seen all kind of things under the sun.
Right. It's
the
been an
unravel.
extensive investigation for...
So for clarity,
it's going on 2 months
the
now,
PDF
actually. The end of this month will make it 2 months. It's been 8 weeks of intensive investigation on the side of all journalists at this point. But yesterday, yes, I had the privilege of speaking with Miss Maria Rodriguez. She's a wonderful person.
She seems so
very lovely.
sweet.
She's very lovely, and one thing I will give her what she is due. I always respect anyone that we can interview and they answer all the questions that we throw before them. I'll put that out there. Every question we asked her, she was open to answering it. She did not say, I can't comment on it on this time. That's something that we hear often.
Oh, yes.
She didn't say that I am not in the capacity to answer that when they damn well know they are. And so I am extremely glad to say that she responded to anything that we threw at her, anything that we had to ask her. And she was very polite about it. There wasn't any animosity. There wasn't her getting enraged about any of the questions that we asked. So we can appreciate that. But of course, the question will be, can this Auditor General from San Joaquin do this audit without any interference, being that she is from the same constituency that Florencio Marin Jr. is from.
Dun, dun, dun. I think
And
dramatic
so-
music is necessary sometimes. Carry on.
I love the dramatic music. And so that's the question that we're posing out there. And while we spoke with her, she explained that this is where I'm from. I work in Belmopan, but my family, she explained her beautiful family, those are the words that she used. Her beautiful family is from San Joaquin, that's where she grew up, that's where she's from. And so I understand that perspective to a certain extent. But last night, if you watched the news, we pulled back the footage whereby Florencio Marin Jr., when they were appointing her, where he was praising her,
Yeah.
and he went as far as
Wish she
saying
could
that,
be family.
I wish she could have been my family. Does that take away from the fact she's a professional? No.
I don't think so at all. Yeah.
I spoke with her, and I'm convinced she's a professional. But the optics of it,
The public opinion.
it's not a good look. And I will be honest and go as far as saying that this audit might be one of the most important audits when it comes to this generation that we will remember. I'm only 26, and so for me, this is one of the most important audits that I will see in my time this far. To see where the direction this will go, what will be the end result, will determine how you view politicians and how you view the audits and the current government.
And see how those hold and how much information you can get. Because, of course, people like you're saying, the younger generation is now saying, okay, are audits effective? We've seen people in our comments and talk in general. We've heard the conversations around work this and so saying, this not be anything. They didn't even find anything. You know, she's actually commented and said before sometimes going into certain ministries, they are not giving her the correct information or all the information.
You can't find all of the paperwork.
So this, rightfully, like you say, looks at one of the biggest audits that are going to be taking place for this present time and for persons to be able to see, are audits as effective as you want them to be? Can she get all the information? And can people also be held accountable after this audit happens? Because one thing for the audit, you know, is like, will people be held accountable?
Correct. And I think something that's very important that she pointed out was that she said that we need to make decisions. And so we know that this audit began in mid-June and it's expected to finish in mid-September. That was the 3-month timeline that the Prime Minister gave her. She explained that with everything being that they're backtracking all the way to 2015, which I will touch on in a few, but being that they are backtracking to 2015, that it will take more time, but she will have something ready by September so that they can make decisions. And she stressed that constantly in her interview, that there needs to be decisions that needs to be made, so she needs to push out certain things so that decisions can be made. And these are the decisions that will be a turning point for Belize. And I am confident that whatever these decisions are, it will either make and break how the country looks in the months going ahead. Because it's one thing for people to lose hope in the democracy completely, but then it's another thing for persons to lose hope in the systems that are supposed to keep the democracy accountable. And so this is what we're looking at. But backtracking all the way to 2015, we questioned her as well and asked her that, I threw it out there and I asked her, backtracking to 2015, is this a tactic to try to water down what exactly is happening at the ministry? Because she can easily say that, well, you know, these persons had these contracts long before 2020. But the truth is that what persons are concerned about is 2020, when this government took administration. And so when they became the government, that's what people want to see, that's what they want to know. Yes, we understand the sins of the government before, we understand the sins of the UDP, and we cannot water that down either. But what we want to know right now is, what will the government do with everything that's being presented before them right now?
Yeah, that's the big question. I see people in the chats talking about, you know what, honestly, the audit, people are saying they have no faith in the audit. Some people are saying they don't necessarily even have faith in her, of what she can be able to do and get to accomplish her. So, and again, I read this because these are what persons are saying, and this is how a good majority of persons are thinking in general.
It's a reflection of the public opinion.
And this is how the public opinion looks. Now, is that the reality? We don't necessarily know, and that's why I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt until mid-September, like we've talked about the deadline, to see what the audit's gonna bring on, and then of course, looking and seeing what accountability is supposed to be.
And the thing is too, like, we have to ask the question, is it actually a conflict of interest, or is it a perceived conflict of interest? Because sometimes things could look one way when that's not the reality. But another thing too is that and we were discussing this before the show started, Belize has only so much professionals, and we're such a small country that it's hard to get to it from people knowing you. But a point of concern is that not only is the minister from there, a lot of these companies that are involved are companies from the north. And so it's something that you possibly know.
Everybody know everybody.
Village setting. I have a village, so I know the village setting, right?
Everybody know this one. Or they don't know you, they know your ma.
Correct. Correct, they know your ma. And so that's one way to look at it. And it's disappointing to see that not only older persons are sharing their opinion that they have no faith in this audit, but even now the younger generation is starting to participate in the discourse when it comes to politics. And all of them are so frustrated. And they're like, you know, nothing now come out of this. We've been here before.
Or they say, I've heard they say, if something does happen from the audit, then like people are really answer to it.
Exactly.
Nothing will actually come from that in that thing.
Exactly.
So, you know, we leave it in the hands of the viewers to think, and we're going to obviously keep you
updated. And of course, we leave it in the hands of the Auditor General. I am confident that she can do her job. I'm confident. She's, like I said, I always judge someone when it comes to an interview if you're transparent with the responses that you give us. Once you're someone that you're always willing to answer, I kind of give you the benefit of the doubt because it's not easy.
I give her the benefit of the doubt,
yes.
And we're going to the next topic.
That's right.
We got 6 to go through, Joe.
Right. Canada requests limited immunity waiver in Kennedy Carrillo domestic incident.
So this one is one, of course, persons we're looking at. We saw some comments taking place too when it comes to the idea of it. This is specifically in regards to Kennedy Carrillo and a domestic violence incident like you mentioned before. Correct. And the idea because she has immunity. And so because of having the immunity in that sense, people look at how can a case be properly investigated. However, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs says they have zero tolerance in any kind of way, shape, or form for any kind of domestic violence, for anything like that, and they stand in, and this is the press statement that they had taken out too in regards to that, and they say how that they're going to be granting a temporary immunity waiver. So in that time, place, there can be proper investigation, they can be reviewing exactly what takes place, and so the process can be fulfilled to the maximum capacity after that.
Correct. And I think in this case, it's quite interesting because a lot of persons believe that diplomatic immunity means that you're above the law. And so that's where this is one of the situations that we realize that, okay, there comes a point where diplomacy meets accountability. And you're being held accountable for your actions. But it also raises greater questions because it allows you to start to wonder, how long has this been going on? What was the level of it for it to get to this point?
To get to this point for your sister.
Correct.
See.
And I appreciate the whole zero tolerance thing. It's something that I will always appreciate when it comes to domestic violence. But
gender-based violence.
Yeah,
everything.
it will be interesting to really see how this plays out, no?
We'll see exactly what happens because we know now it's the Canadian authority that's going to be starting to deal with the investigation as it continues. And Belize stands in a point where they want safety and security of everyone involved. And so I'm glad to see them do that temporary removal. I know some persons were saying, well, a temporary removal so means going back. So yeah, get immunity. So does that mean if something would happen that's not favorable to her, would that change the whole verdict or how Belize treats the case? Honestly, it's too early to say any kind of thing because right now it's just about dealing with the investigation properly and having a thorough investigation. When it comes to any form of gender-based violence, there needs to be a thorough investigation to see what's taking place, to make sure resources are available, to make sure everything is, you know, uncovered how it's supposed to be uncovered. So we stay tuned, we wait, and we, you know, look and see what's going to be the next steps moving forward. And we'll keep you guys updated. And we move on to the next couch topic. No more testing as of October 1st, meaning
pausing testing on alcohol for petty public drinking offenses.
But first of all, you know, when I say this case, Jill, first of all, I just shook it. I was flabbergasted. I was like, $25.
Yeah. No, honestly, like, yes, I had that too. And so yesterday when I actually didn't know that was the fine
for petty public drinking, and I repeat again, the fine for petty public drinking,
$25 plus the $5 court fee.
$30.
$30.
Since you want, make it be that.
$30. $30.
I just look at it, oh, wow, less than $50. I think for seat belts are $50.
Yes, yes. And so the thing is that I think, first of all, that fine is too low, and I'll go as far as saying that.
Yes.
I will also
think
say
you know.
that for a country that persons have serious drinking problems, you need to increase that fine. When you see the fine that low, it kind of makes sense why persons don't have a problem with, you know, drinking and driving and all of that, or drinking in public areas, drinking public spaces. Because if they're only $30 they are charge you, then
Might as well. YOLO. I mean, some people drinks cost literally 15 or like 2 drinks to some people. Because if you think about like maybe a margarita or something for $15, $16,
that's right, that's right.
That's what I'm just thinking out loud of how people might equate that and say that's nothing. I will take that.
Nothing, take the charge.
But that's, and of course, you know, they were talking about how that is something that has to be reviewed to bring up the case. And the overall idea or case or story behind this is just looking especially at the fine and looking at all the provisions that take place in order to make sure that the samples that are taken are actually carried out properly. So the National Forensic Science Services, they basically spoke about how to do a qualitative analysis of all the samples that take place. It costs money. And so as of October 1st, they're not going to be accepting any kind of requests from police, municipal bodies, or any agencies to test alcohol containers. And so they're saying how that the decision is because they have to improve efficiency, cost-effective efficiency. Also, there's this huge backlog of different cases that they have to be able to deal with.
Which they say are more serious criminal investigations.
Yes.
No? But the question is, eliminating this for a while, temporarily, like pausing it temporarily, does that mean that now we'll see
more public drinking?
No, not only more public drinking, but the cases that you claim are there, will this process speed up in addressing them?
Well, I would have hoped so because it seems, and this is just my mind looking at it, that because of having to test these new cases or so, all the tests are getting pushed in the back, things are just backlogging and it's becoming an issue. They have a lack of human resources. It's expensive to do this too in the first place. I think the overall equipment that they're supposed to be using to be able to be valued at like 200,000 USD, but then to do the testing costs an next amount of money. So I think it's like $150 for the testing. So they already started the loss to transport the tests and the sample and all of that. So they're already operating at losses for this. So they're like, we're not getting anything out of this, and the fine is just $25 if you're like found. So you mean to tell me I don't know a deficit? I literally done, but funny things start. If make I transport this and carry this way, you need to go. I done that at $150, and this thing costs $25. Say something else added on to it. I still did not last already at $125, done beginning.
At the same time, too, I do believe in due process. I'm a firm believer in due process. And I think that if efficiency is one of the things that they're quoting, that honestly, like, efficiency shouldn't come at the cost of due process. I'm a firm believer in due process. This is a part of your rights, no? And so it's important that we take due process.
We do. We need to change the processes too, or the fines for the process. And I think that's the big question.
I think if you increase it, let's say to something that is like $200, persons will think twice before you do it.
And they should, because public drinking let us at times end up in a driving.
Not only that, end up in fighting.
The amount of things when people start drink and they go drive, they go talk to people, they catch malice, somebody knock on somebody boot, somebody rush me the wrong way, somebody look at me the wrong way, and I want to start fight. Or sometimes at the front of the different establishments too, whole pile of things that happen with that. So I'm just saying, increase the fine. And I think that's the first step to build efficiency, because they're talking about cost and among other things. Let's deal with one of the biggest issues, the cost of it. And then, of course, start back the process, because this is temporary.
And of course, some persons will say, like, even if you increase the fine on public drinking, of course, persons going home go drink. Okay, we won't dispute that.
People going home go drink regardless.
You had a long week, I understand. You need to take a drink. But when it comes to the public drinking, the fine needs to increase.
It does, definitely. So, as again, of October 1st, there's going to be a halt temporarily on all of the petty public drinking. So
that leaves everyone with a little 2 months? 2 months? Yeah, 2 months.
I would say so.
2 months.
They are supposed to start streamlining the process, and I'm just hoping to see that they raise or increase then the fine for this to allow for some level of equilibrium taking place. and allow the laboratory to do a better addressing of the different criminal investigations, because they said they're in a backlog by like 700 cases. And that's a lot of cases to be in backlog from. And like you mentioned before, they're on a lot more serious bases. So they would want to make sure, like those bases are more high priority cases like fatal road traffic incidents, driving under the influence, drug identification, firearm control, drug offenses, controlled substance investigation. All these different things are the bigger cases in that 700 that they have to tackle. And so I'm hoping that in this 2 months' time or so,
but
that they can tackle
the thing is, too,
some.
like, another perspective to look at is that, like, these bigger cases often start off as petty offenses.
True.
And so that's also something to look at, that, like, I'm sure that a lot of these didn't start off with something big the first time. It started off with, like, petty offenses here, 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 and eventually, you know, it got to where it is now. And so that's another way to look at it. So we have from now until October 1st to see how this plays out, which will be quite interesting to look at. And, yeah.
And afterwards to see if the fines can be increased. So we'll see, guys. We'll keep you guys updated on that. So we move right along to our fourth couch topic.
CONCACAF rejects. Oh, no, sorry. We're at the wrong one. CCJ dismisses Maya leader's appeal on land rights order. How are you feeling about that one, Ren?
So it's a weird place to be in, because I understand why the verdict was called, the rejection took place the way it took place, in the sense that they're saying the whole idea behind the CCJ for this, they dismissed the application brought to them by the Toledo Alcaldes Association and the Maya Leaders Alliance. And this was their attorneys were Mr. Senior Counsel Godfrey Smith, as well as Leslie Mendez. And so basically the overall idea behind this is that the court ruled that parties are presently in collaboration or in communication, and they said, oh, no, if you work it out together first before we kind of like bring this to court, because of all of the things. He's like, so I guess they're saying in their mind, or in my mind of how I interpret this whole strikeout, is that I want to kind of work things out and try to sort things out. If I go on ruling in this favor or do anything along that line, it will kind of set on the back from what I'm done to try collaborate
On your
communicate.
own. What you're trying to do on your own.
So figure it out on your own and then come back to me in that sense, because there is communication, there is some level of meetings taking place, and so and we don't want kind of interfere with that. Sorting itself out before it come to the big house. That's how I interpreted it.
Yeah, because, you know, like, court decisions are one thing, of course, but finding practical solutions are another thing. But I think that in this case, that it's one of those cases that the conversations need to keep happening.
100%.
When it comes to indigenous land rights and, you know, persons understanding the concept of what this means, the conversation needs to happen. And while I was preparing to come on the morning show this morning, I was thinking about this extensively, because when you come from another culture in Belize, or, you know, you come from a different demographic or a different part of the country, you might not understand it in its entirety. But the reality is that history began before Columbus and before, you know, the British and all of that. History began before that. And this is really the basis of it, that they're trying to backtrack all of this lineage to say that, yeah, these are the indigenous people. And I support that. I've always been a supporter of the Maya land rights. Everyone has their own opinions, but I think a lot of the opinions that the public has, it's because they don't fully understand why it's important or what it's about. And so we look at what the CCJ decided, and we can only wonder what's the next steps. What happens now?
Well, what happens now specifically, because what the court said is that it still stands on the previous guidance that it was giving before when it comes to them working out. The court also advised that with the government, they have to complete the land tenure policy process. Remember, that's presently in effect. So you understand, again, with all these other things taking place, why the court would say, listen, I don't get involved. I don't want to intervene, because literally that is the idea of not intervening and disrupting the ongoing process that's taking place and being carried out by the government. And so the court also says, or the judge also made it clear that after all the process is completed, that the MLA and the Toledo Alcaldes Association is still, if they're still dissatisfied with everything that took place, they may return to the court to seek relief. So it's not saying, I'm done with this. It's just saying, sort this out here. After it's been sorted, if you still feel dissatisfied, then bring it to the big house for me. So I'm giving you that space to deal
So
with what
this
you have
is
to deal
simply
with.
just another chapter. It doesn't bring it to an end.
No, no, no.
It's just another chapter in this. And so I will definitely be reporting on this more in the months
Yeah,
to come.
100%.
And of course, I guess there comes a time when you need to ask, where do we really balance national development and ensuring that the indigenous people are taken care of as well? It's so important that we look at these perspectives. They are not a token. These are a part of our culture, a part of our history, and we need to acknowledge it. Again, I'm tired of saying I hate tokenism so much. And it's something that we've normalized in society, that we only call on these indigenous cultures when we need them to...
For some festivity, some
Correct, when we
cultural
need some
exchange.
festivity. But how about when it comes to their rights? Are we just as concerned? And so that's my opinion.
No, definitely. So now we're going to continue to see how the government works with all of these different associations to see how the Maya land tenure policy can continue without judicial interruption, and how that process can be carried out. And after that is completed fully in its entirety, then we're going to see if they are dissatisfied, they can take this to court. So it's like we're having a halt on this part, but we're going to continue on Ifidul, and we'll see how that proceeds. Now we get to your CONCACAF. We're excited.
CONCACAF, right, yes. CONCACAF rejects FIFA proposal to sell minority commercial stake. And so I'm an avid sports lover. I love watching sport.
You watch all the FIFA stuff, you know, the big history behind all the corruption and everything.
It's crazy. I think that coming out of a World Cup season, it's quite disheartening to see this happen. Because the World Cup really brought everyone together. We didn't see culture. We literally didn't see color, we didn't see culture, we didn't see anything. It was one world, everyone was just...
Everybody on their team, and that hard for their team.
And like, honestly, I think everyone, if you were watching it in the public, like you socialize with some people that you probably never socialized before. And that's really what sports does, it breaks boundaries. But it's really disheartening to see what happened, and we know that FIFA reportedly wants outside investors to buy into commercial operations.
A forward enterprise whole mandate that they're looking, that has private investors to buy stakes in the commercial rights of the FIFA World Cup. And so they said that this investment would help for more money.
Of course.
We want some money.
And the thing is that this is a moneymaker. Sports is a moneymaker. We look 100%. At FIFA, NFL, NBA, all of those big leagues. You know, if you look at the Euro Cup, the different leagues in Europe, all of that, everything is about money. These players have these million-dollar contracts and all of that. People come out, people watch, you're paying these big prices to watch these games. And so this is all about money making. But where do you draw the line between making money and worrying about profits, and actually worrying about the game and worrying about the future of the game? And so I think that it was quite interesting to see, but not only that, it's interesting to see what part Belize plays in these grand decisions, you know? And so, would the smaller football nations like Belize gain or lose from this greater commercialization?
That's the big thing that people are looking at. They said they have an incentive that FIFA told the 211 member associations that they could receive each up to 40 million USD during the next 4-year funding cycle if they supported the plan. And so member associations are reportedly given 53 days to decide on this. Like, get into the forward enterprise. Make sure we can have more private investors. We want to make that money. And what this meant now is for a lot of football leaders, they got upset. They felt like, so you're just giving us 53 days to decide upon a big decision like this.
That will change the entire trajectory of football.
No consultation properly. So like, where were we in the midst of the plan to be able to decide things? No, you just give me it and say, take it or leave it. That's basically the case. Like, I don't have time. I don't have that. I'm not afford the luxury of being a part of that whole decision-making process. I'm just a part of yes or no.
Correct.
And I got 53 days to do it.
And the thing is that it makes you start to wonder, is FIFA really concerned about the fans and the teams and the members, or are they really only concerned about how much profits they're bringing to the table?
That's to make that money,
and
babe.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look. And I appreciate the stance that, like, CONCACAF took.
They did.
And I appreciate, right now, if you're scrolling on social media when it comes to this topic, everyone's voicing their opinions, and they're also calling out the alleged corruption in FIFA. They're really just going in on them that, like, this is what we've had to endure for so many years.
And they're rejecting this proposal. They're rejecting the
Yes,
offer.
they're rejecting it.
European football governing bodies are saying the members are prepared to boycott for future men and women World Cup.
And the thing is that if Europe
ahead.
decides to boycott the World Cup, what are we really left with?
Maybe USA and some parts of
Belize could make
Asia. Belize could finally make it. Look, Mama, I made it. Your son out in Barbados. Cheese and eggs and potatoes. I'm just saying. But yeah, like you mentioned before, CONCACAF, representing 41 of the members associated, and Belize is included in there, they are rejecting the proposal. The European football governing body is rejecting the proposal. And so they're basically concerned about the lack of transparency, like you rightfully said. If you go up on Netflix, brah, they have like documentaries about FIFA. Like my husband has been deep involved in it, right? And I'm like, man, it does get worse and worse from like the beginning to the end.
I think the thing is that when you start like delving into all of these big corporations and these big associations, eventually you start to go into the wormhole and you get lost in the sauce.
And there's a lot of sauce.
Yes, you get lost in the sauce. And so if you get lost in the sauce, you will stop like the sport. And so sometimes I have to limit myself, like, you know what? Not today, not today.
Because people aren't aware. So there, again, CONCACAF's concerns are the lack of transparency and the proper consultation, like I mentioned before. They said the deadline was very short for such a major decision.
Like this, you can't do in 53 days. Like, you need to speak to persons continuously, keep having the conversation, keep discussing it. You have to bring it to the table, trash it out, hear the concerns, hear why people disagree with it. And I think a lot of times persons don't completely disagree with a concept.
But they just want to understand properly.
But they want to understand what I'm agreeing to.
Give me the chance. They also talked about there was no review or approval by FIFA's normal governance bodies in the first place. So they're questioning FIFA's need to private equity investment after hosting the most profitable World Cup in history as of recently. And they believe FIFA should instead use existing financial resources, and reserves to increase funding for football development. And I think that too, because when you think about smaller countries that necessarily need some support, they need more games, they need things to be able to be developed in, that's what you're talking about. Do we care about the actual people? Do we care about the actual players? Do we care about the actual sport?
Some of the greatest players have come from these small countries, these South American countries, and you know, it's really awesome to look at the direction that football is taking. It's the biggest sport in the world, and so of course it can make the biggest profit.
Money,
but
money.
It's so beautiful. It's a beautiful sport, and I love football for the reason that you look at the backgrounds that these individuals come from nothing, and the sport changes their life completely. And then the politics of the sport, of course.
That would make everything messy. So CONCACAF has decided, specifically the 41 member associations agreed that they would reject FIFA's proposal. They are actually directing FIFA's council members to explore using FIFA's existing reserves to expand FIFA forward funding. And they insist that any future proposal follows FIFA's established governance and approval processes. Just bring it and give me 53 days.
Correct.
To make a figure it out too.
And it's so important that all of these countries, they have proper funding when it comes to football. Sports is an expensive endeavor. We know that funding is a big part of it. And so it's so important that all of these countries get the right funding so that they can, you know, enhance their infrastructure that they have in their own country so that they can make themselves more competitive.
So we're going to see exactly how this continues.
It's interesting.
Rejecting, what does this mean for FIFA for the next 4 years?
And it not only has the attention of football fans, it has the attention of the world at this point.
Everybody to watch. We to see how the cards are going to be played and how it's going to be dealt. And we're going to keep you guys updated if there's anything else that arises from it. Now, the last couch topic for the morning. Jal, would you buy fish, skin, purse, and boots, and all the good stuff and bags?
I will go on record to say I support this idea.
She wants to be a fishy.
I was such a fan of it. Yesterday when I saw the story, I was so interested. I wish I could do it, could look at this story at a deeper level, like actually go there myself. But when I was looking at the footage yesterday, I was like, hey, this is a brilliant idea. And a lot of persons are opposed to it because fish fashion. Let's call it fish fashion.
I'm here for a fish fashion. This thing cute with the different colors, man. I could see myself with a nice purse.
honestly, like, I
wanna
think it's
beg.
so cool, it's so innovative, and it's so important because you're seeing something that you view as like garbage.
Ladies and girls, like, nope. Seriously, okay, in the comments, tell me, would you buy like a fish purse or like a shoes or a belt or something along the line?
And I'm sure that it's sanitized properly.
Yeah.
And so, how are you guys feeling?
Ladies and girls, that sounds fishy.
Fishy fashion. That's what
It's a fishy fashion. That's only.
I support it. I support
the
the
guy
idea
up on
because
that.
I think it's innovative. I think that it, like, we always just say, oh, we need to support local. It's the best way to support local.
Yeah, listen, I wear a lionfish earring sometimes from Kaj Expressions, from Khadija.
And it's beautiful.
And it's beautiful. So I'm just like, let's do something else. And I was really excited with one of the young ladies that was interviewed because she was like, in Hopkins specifically, she's looking forward to like maybe them starting like a group or so and like making the products together.
And
all
then
of
what's the difference between fishy fashion
I got
and persons
excited.
who like, you know, they like crocodile bag,
You see?
snake bag.
So you want to do the snake and crocodile and you want to do the deer coat and all the sheep and everything.
They have the whole barn for them, but they don't
But they
want to
want the
support
fish?
the fish.
Fish just want to be great too, you know?
My thing is that persons that oppose it, I have a question like, if it was a big designer that released this, would you still support it? If Tory Burch decide that they want to have a fish line, would Belizeans really be as opposed to it as they are now?
Tell me, boo. Would you be opposed? Somebody's like, certain things you just don't mess with.
I don't even want to wear a fishnet.
So, I eat it, but you know I wear it. Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me. See? So, oh, Carolyn, so I'm here for my favorite fish. Which favorite fish is your fish? Because I would love to know. Imagine I make like a Nemo bag. That's a lot of...
A Nemo bag, not the clone. That's a lot of clone.
We're going to be fighting Dory.
But honestly, like, I like the idea. I like the concept. And I think that...
I want to see what they can do with it.
Not only that, it can create a stream of income for persons if they do use their creativity and their, you know, their human ingenuity to it. Add the human touch to it and see what you
Make
can do with
like
it.
fancy.
Yeah.
I like this. Make it some... Listen to me. Just give we Wally Avenue a pool for some kind of revenue streams to come in and like let's see Belizeans do their thing. Let's see them be innovative. And that's the exciting part about it. Of course, they're looking at it and be like, I don't know, this doesn't sit right with me. But give it a chance.
Great
Give it a
ideas
chance.
never made sense in the beginning.
Exactly.
That's what I'm going to say. Like, great ideas never made sense in the beginning. And so I'm hoping that I can do this story at on a greater scale.
Miss Yvonne
Because
says
it's
she
so
had
cool.
a fish purse and a shoes. She have it with match boozle.
That's it.
And she
That's
walk
it.
out the strut with the
That's
red
it.
hair. I hear for you, Miss Yvonne. 100%.
And I like the different colors. It comes in different colors. Like I was telling you earlier, I'm a big fan of like that. I like the blue, the dark blue, the dark blue.
I like the
real
red because the red
nice.
kind of feel like a little boldish too. So
I'm a fan. So I can support this idea. I'm hoping that this will not only stop here, but we will look at different avenues on how we can make this monetizable.
yeah, because they're looking at souvenirs, shoes, handbags, wallet,
Right.
purses, backpacks, even wallpaper
So
and
look
so
at that
forth. It can be
bread.
used for. See, that's mine. That's 100% a purse. I'm gonna be cute. Ono can't touch me now. And the trainer that came into as well, Ms. Luna explained the process is 100% natural and chemical safe, requires no electricity or industrial equipment. It can be done at home in about 3 hours and produce the leather for it in about 2 weeks. So it's a really great chance to be innovative, to have something clean and safe, chemical-free, and something that's amazing. So the
And I
ministry...
think that's a cool training to bring too.
Yes, I'm really big up. So it's the Ministry of Agriculture that partner with the Taiwanese embassy to provide the training in turning fish skin into leather products. The goal is to help coastal women create new income opportunities, like we mentioned
Exactly.
before. Using fish skin, which is normally discarded, we have something that we can be able to use. So it's great to see this happen, and big up to the people that are about to test this out, and let's have some income, man. Come true. And of course, if you're not supporting it, that's totally fine, boo. It might be fishy for you, but it might be like all the water for somebody else. So
That's right.
So-
And listen, I'm sure that not only that, we have a big tourism landscape. These persons in coastal communities, they come make a lead change.
imagine like a holy box with like some seaweed hair products, and then like a fish purse,
A fish wallet.
and then this fish wallet. Oh my goodness, an earring, and then like
Listen, whoever decides to do this first, send us a sample and we'll have it
I
here.
will model it for you, honey. I
That's right.
got your back, 100%.
I support it.
So, I don't want to read the next comment. Oh my gosh. All the people that sweet me. A snapper bag. Imagine that. A snapper bag.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like,
Come true, boo. Come true. Conch bag. One of the people
Listen.
I love it. I love it here. But I don't think it's going to smell bad.
I think that the sanitization process, like, it
Does it
eliminates all of that. Listen, like we mentioned earlier, when you wear crocodile and you wear snake and you wear the whole barn, the sheep, the buffalo, all of that, you know, they think about the smell, the raccoon, the whole barn, all the animals.
Let's give it a chance, guys.
Exactly.
Let's give it a chance. Ashanti, because I think that Ashanti Martinez, the girl's name is, if whenever you're ready for the first product, I'm here for it, girl. I'm here. Let me get the shoes and let me get the purse. Let me get something. I got you. But that's coming to the end of our Couch Talk. Thank you for everybody that's been tuned
Thank
in
you,
and
God,
giving.
for locking
I'm being
in.
honest too, because we appreciate that you said no. That's not what you want, and that's okay. We respect that opinion completely. We do have a couple birthday shout-outs to get into.
All right.
So I'm waiting to see which one they're gonna put first.
Happy birthday.
Brian!
Brian!
It's Brian's
All right.
birthday!
Happy
Brian
birthday to
Castillo!
Brian. Happy
So-
birthday to you.
Oh, you did the whole song.
Only first line.
Oh, no.
All right, happy birthday to Brian, man.
Big up to Brian, Triple
would we-
OG, Mr. Hype, the man with the plan
What
from the
would
gas
we be
station.
without Brian?
Literally, Brian, thank you so much for always bringing the perfect
The
amount
good
of
vibes,
delicious
the
vibes.
good vibes, the good energy, the positive energy.
The halls.
Listen, one thing I will say about Brian, you could be having the roughest news day, and Brian just like, you know, you have to hold the faith. You have to just
Yeah.
be calm, trust God.
Brian's such a
Positive
beautiful
energy,
soul,
Positive
and-
energy always. So have a great birthday.
Happy blessed birthday for you, Brian, from Sunup and of course Channel 7. May it be filled with all the wonders of prosperity, peace, happiness, all the work that you bring into so many people's lives. I hope you feel it today and for the rest of this chapter. May you be blessed exceedingly and abundantly galore. So
All right.
happy blessed birthday, Brian. And then we have other ones. Waiting for them to post the pictures. I'm waiting, but okay. Here we go for the cutest of the boy and the block. This is for Dale Godfrey Jr. August 1st is specifically his birthday, but he wants a proper
Right.
big up past son up.
Emancipation Day.
So his mom said that the dad and her watched us every single day straight out of Placencia. And so big up to you, Dale,
Happy
as you get a new
birthday.
chapter. May it be filled with all of curiosity, good vibes, good food, finding out who you are even more, and all the great stuff under the
Happy
sun.
birthday to you.
You just keep doing this like, I feel
Yeah, you
like
have to do the first line.
I just
you
feel
could,
like you
could do the first. You have to do the first line. But happy birthday! Have a great day. We wish you all the best, and we hope that all your dreams come true.
All right. Yeah. Continue swimming. See,
Keep
he would have support.
swimming.
He would have
Just
support
keep
the fish
swimming.
belt or something. He would have support the fish though.
Yes,
He
ma'am.
swims. All right. And then I think the next one we have just a big up to do. It's not necessarily her birthday, but Brandon told me he was out yesterday and he met the most adorable, sweet little girl, Skylar Grace Russell. And she is a huge, huge fan of 7.7. She could barely talk that well, but she is a big, big fan, and she is the most adorable thing at the dentist. Like after she did get her little dentist thing, she gave Brandon the biggest hug, and she's like, I love Sunup 7 and everything. And so we're just giving you a big, big up, Skylar. We're hoping that you have the full recovery for your dentist appointment and that you continue being the most adorable little toddler out in the streets. We love and appreciate your viewership completely. Big up to you, Skylar. And that,
That's it with the birthdays.
I think that's it. I think it is. We're done. And then
Kimisha Usher.
her birthday is tomorrow.
Tomorrow is her birthday.
Okay.
I told you we weren't done as yet. We were
wouldn't
not
like-
done as yet.
You gotta be quicker than that. So
Exactly.
Kimisha Usher,
Happy
in
birthday.
advance. May it be filled with all the wonders of peace, prosperity, love, good food, good vibes, good family, and
Good
may your light,
everything.
and may
Everything
your
good.
light shine in all the places that you get. to step
Happy
into.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to
You!
All right.
We got it. So now we're done for real, for real. Okay, with that, we've come to our first commercial break. We do have a beautiful sunrise for you guys.
That's right. And that one is coming out of Key Cocker.
The Cocker of Key.
That is beautiful. While it's here raining, lightning, thunder, and all of that, right at Key Cocker, you can see the beautiful sunrise. And so that's a reminder that everywhere might be different, but the sun will shine regardless.
Amen. So with that, guys, we're going to send you off. When we're back, we dive into exciting conversations ranging from basketball tournaments to what's happening when it comes to some wine trading and testing out wine.
Wine. That's why we love Fridays.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
If you're tired of the baking in your house with the only cook go wawa fan and finally realize that the time to get yourself a good, durable, reliable fan, contact Maya's panel website or social media. Maya's going to hook you up with one of their 18-inch heavy-duty tripod fan where might could even change your life as it keep you cool in this hot Belizean weather. Yes man, because their 18-inch heavy-duty tripod fan from Maya's not just could blow your lip back way, they might could blow away your mind if you say blow away the toxic konomono out of your life and the bad vibes out of your house. Order your 18-inch heavy-duty tripod fan from Maya's website or on their social media, and Maya's going to ship out your fan anywhere countrywide ASAP. Not believe me? Visit mayaselectronics.bz right now to order your fan today.
These charter mints aren't from an navigating along the coast. This morning, the 2023
Good evening. Good evening. I'm Sheree Kelso, and here's what's ahead for you on 7 News tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening with your news and the bureaucrat.
Please, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your Nation Station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
And just like that, we are back, Boozillas. Yes, we just are here for the surprises. We're here for the bum. We're here. And just before the break, we had an exciting couch talk with a lot of birthday shout-outs and a beautiful sunrise and all the things under the sun. But now we dive into our first conversation that we're very excited for because we need spaces to be inspired. We need spaces to promote good life and all these great things under the sun. And so how can we not enjoy a nice inter-office basketball tournament that's coming up? So we have on the couch Mr. Amir Garcia, who's the director. Good morning, Amir. How are you feeling?
Feeling great.
Inter-office is back.
It's back.
It's back, and it's better than ever, right?
Always better than ever. Every year we try to improve it. So we give the fans something to look out to, and we give the teams then something to look out to.
All right, so Amir, before we get to that, how are you feeling today?
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 meaning please make we get hype on a hype.
11 then.
11. You didn't have to do 1 scale. I like back into bed, but you 11.
Definitely 11.
So we're on a 11. But for some person, for some reason, they live on a rock. Something wrong with them. Things rough. That was a hard day.
It is.
And they never know what is inter-office basketball, what's that tournament about. Something wrong. Explain to them the concept of this and what it really means for Belizeans out there.
Well, inter-office basketball are just firms kind of league. So we send out an invitation to almost all the firms in the country. And we end up with 22 firms.
This year?
Yes, because we give them the opportunity to amalgamate. Two firms could join together and then make up their team. So this year we have 22 teams, 22 firms with 12 teams. So this year is supposed to be really, really, really nice. So we expect the Civic to be...
How many weeks of competition are we looking at?
We're in November, we finish.
All right.
So we have enough basketball. We start today.
Today,
we start today with 3 games today. And tomorrow we continue with 3 games as well. So, man, we give the Belizean people something to look out for. And cheer for the favorite firm, for the favorite basketball players.
And people go hard.
Yes.
People get feelings
every
single.
Of course, for your workplace, then going crazy for their workplace.
Definitely. And where I do this year as well, lower the price of the ticket because last year it was at $10. This year I put it at $5.
All right.
So again, that the basketball court Sunday, and then one of the guys and say, "Big man, I'm glad on the lower the price to $5 because now me and my whole family could come out." And the $40 because of 4 and I had $40, he couldn't make it, but no, only 20, so everybody could make it.
That is so
cool. So we're supposed to get more people at the Civic this year for the inter-office. Definitely.
How important is it for you to really build that basketball spirit again? You know, there was a time when people really like basketball that Belize City.
Yes.
And eventually, you know, that fade out eventually. So what is it like trying to bring it back?
And like for we, basketball are like life for we. Like everything what we do surround basketball. So to make people have something to do in terms of basketball, man, it just make we feel good, it give we joy, give we more passion for just strive and do something every year. Like we don't want to miss. Like this inter-office, I think that like 10 or 15 years consecutively now. So we really don't want to miss. So we really want giving them something to do every year.
What's something that sets this season apart from the others?
We're going back to the rings. So the winner get 15 gold rings.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, man.
NBA,
yes, man. You got 15 gold rings.
Should we bring the ring back to see it?
I could make a scene in a picture. Yeah.
Isn't that one of the things that
Got one thing about we bring in.
15 gold rings.
We break in.
And now make we have something to break both because I want thing to win the game. But the next thing you got something for
I got a ring?
Yeah.
Once I try this, show me a ring.
It's like, you got a ring?
This
You got
man.
a ring? You must have got a ring,
Yeah.
but you not got a ring for your
We got,
hand.
we got a ring party tonight. You're not invited.
And then if I got a ring, it'll come. Oh, man.
So with the so because we had the 12 teams, we did do 2 different leagues, two different divisions.
Okay.
So each division will get one chance to win something. We win at each division and get a chance to win something as well. So, and then afterwards, they play for the Design Depot championship ring.
So question, I know you mentioned that we have about 22 teams.
22 firms.
And then 12 teams, because some came together.
Yeah, some came together.
What are the ones we're looking at right now? Because for some person, again, they live under a rock and we don't know what happened. Let's get them excited to say who they play, man. I know you go on list.
Yeah, I got one. Well, tonight.
Oh, yeah, who they play tonight?
Yeah, tonight we got the Heritage Bank Protectors versus Atlantic Bank High Court. That start at 7:30.
Which bank better?
We don't know which bank better, which bank more. Then afterwards we have Belize City Council Dragons at 8:30 versus BWS Pressure. And then we have Boyne and Boyne Brewers versus KHMH Row Group of Company.
I'm liking these names.
Yeah. And then on Saturday, we jump back straight into it, 7 o'clock. We have Post Office Airport, they merge, versus MOH Belize Tax Service. And then 8 o'clock, we go Keycark Accommodation, they merge with Sonny and Tan Bakery. Because Sonny and Tan Bakery got one of the baddest ballers for me. One of the
you said bias?
No, I know the bias, but he's one of the older guys, but he's very, very good. Earl Bolo Johnson, shout out to Earl Bolo Johnson.
Oh, nice.
And they versus Tough Enough Transparent BPO. And then in the last game for the night there, we have Customs Police versus Ministry Defenders. So that's what we have for the lineup there.
So,
the lineup is great.
A big part of this lineup is, of course, looking at the coaches. How were the coaches chosen for all of these different teams?
Well, the teams get to choose who the coach. We don't have no interference.
You just sign up with your name.
Yes. You just send in your roster. We scrutinize the roster, make sure everybody work there because they have to work at the firm because we don't want no hanky-panky.
No hanky-panky.
How have you all been able to really get a hype around it, no? To get everyone to join, because being able to get 12 teams together is not an easy task.
Well, that's 22 firms.
22 firms.
12 teams.
Yes.
They got
And that's not an easy task. So how were you all able to do that?
Well, you say the goal rings set the precedence there for we. So when you tell a goal ring, why we want to win? Why we want?
I tell you,
I want to wear my ring.
Once you have bragging rights, give you a little motivation.
In a TV Magic, we have 2 other amazing persons on the couch, and this is Mr. Dr. Gilbert Gordon, who is the treasurer, and then we have over here Mr. Marlon Middleton, who's the assistant director. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Thank you guys for joining us. How are you feeling today?
Good morning, Belize. Well, I feel wonderful. The thunderstorm, the rain, everything. I have to give God thanks for that. I mean, we live in a society where we noticed the last couple of days are like 91, 92, 93 degrees. And then this morning was so
thunder, lightning, all of it.
So lovely. So I'm doing great.
All right.
Myself, I'm doing very, 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 very well.
There's a lot of very.
Woke up this morning. So as long as you wake up this morning, every morning, we good.
That's very good to hear.
I also want something to like, you mentioned something treasurer, that sounds like a video with all the money and everything. That's one kind of, but what I like to say, I'm also the tournament coordinator.
Oh, okay.
And tonight is going to be an awesome night.
What can we expect for opening night?
Opening night, we're talking about, we have, I believe he mentioned, we have 12 teams partaking in the tournament. In opening night ceremonies, we're going to have the pass out of each team.
Oh, okay.
In Division A and Division B, we will line them up on the court. We also will be having the national anthem that's going to be sung, opening prayer. And then, of course, we have Mr. Elwood Miller, Councillor Elwood Miller, who's going to be taking the first shot. Now, I believe that if he makes the shot...
If he missed the shot, the Lord...
No, I don't know. If he makes the shot, I do think that maybe he's going to be successful in his
But you know, see the council, the player too, because I think you mentioned...
And that is key, because the council is playing tonight as well. So everything was strategically set up in such a way where I do believe that, this tournament, the Inter-Office Basketball Tournament, is geared towards ensuring that we embrace that social camaraderie, that networking between all the different firms. And like what he also mentioned, is 22 firms partaking in this tournament. And so, like, for example, we have players who are not so athletic because it's a firm thing, and we have players who are very athletic. And so they bring out their family, their kids to see them play. We have some players who are very eligible and that can play now in this tournament because we have really streamlined it such a way where if you have played in elite basketball, you can't partake in the inter-office basketball. It's geared towards just workers, people who are working in their firm permanently, not part-time either. And so you can bring out, so if you're not too athletic, you could bring out, your family to see you play now because you don't have to worry about being a little bit embarrassed in such a way.
Hey, the next to them, people away.
Don't use to the sport.
And that is the good part of it because our scores are not going to be in the 90s or 100s. They want to be probably in the high 40s and 50s. But it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting because it's going to be very close and very competitive. And so we have created that parity in the entire tournament so that it can be great for everybody to enjoy.
And some of these elite players that, play here in Belize, they also have full-time jobs. Have you had any instances where some of them belong to the firms and you've had to say, you can't play,
we do.
Can't play?
We have that instance with Heritage Bank because Ian Rene is a excellent basketball player, but he plays elite, so he can't play for his firm. So you have to take up the slack of the coaching job.
Yes.
That is key.
Because he's a coach.
Definitely.
Exactly.
So he could share his
what we
knowledge.
did, what we did with that right there is that we had two vetting processes.
Okay.
One with the teams, where we sat down, all the teams came there, they present their players to us and bring their documentation, the HR documentation that, yes, they work at the firm. We vetted it, and that's the first process. Then we went and did our due diligence to verify that is the case. So but Belize is small, we know who is who, so we just allow them to say, no, he don't work there. I saw him working at this firm. He don't work at that firm.
One thing, Prof. Yeah.
But what I love about this is just people support their teams. Because I don't have it at the chat, somebody said, well, I'm supporting Sonny Bakery. Don't say it right now. You're saying it, don't stop. But I'm going to put it in that note because you already started to talk about it. So I'm going to bring Marlon into the conversation and ask, considering the lineup, we have 12 teams, but 22 firms. Which teams do you think are like the tapas?
No, perfect question, man. No, I see that, man.
We really see something to come from there.
No, I see that because he's my favorite team.
No, not really. But every year, well, since the tournament has started, we have been doing this a long time now. The tournament has grown, and every year we tend to have our favorite teams that we like to see. Because
no, please don't use we there.
Stop yourself.
Okay, so I would say right now from the Rastas, I would say that you could say Boeing and Boeing, the defending champs.
Okay.
They are the defending champs, and they made it clear in the vetting meeting that they're not coming to play.
They're coming
to win again.
Okay.
We have, well, I don't want to say City Council.
That's his team.
They have, I speak to a lot of the players, and they have been working out 3 months prior to the tournament. I don't want to leave that secret, spill their secret.
Good job, you back.
Yes. We have returning. We have airport, and then we have the health team.
Ooh.
Very dangerous team.
HMH?
Yes.
Notice the man that mentioned the customs team, right?
I was about to get there. The police have joined up with customs.
Nice.
Yeah. Police and customs. They have joined forces. People want to get at the police, but they say that they're going to bring the back.
I'm afraid for
No, it's the only chance. It's the only chance to get to touch one police.
You have to know what we did in our strategic way.
That is fun, though. That's interesting.
That's what we do. What we try to do is to create that rivalry. Like, for example, we have like the police/customs that goes up against the Ministry of Defense and Border Security.
Stop it.
Yes. We have those kind of like rivalry and stuff like that. So it's good. So what we did also is that we divided each division into segments. Like, for example, Division A is the public sector, and then Division B is the private sector.
Nice. Okay.
And so we have all the ministries in that division, and then we have all the private sector in that division, and then they clash. I don't know if you mentioned what the different levels, but did you spoke about? All right, so in that right there is that we have 2 divisions. You are able to win your division. Once you win your division,
Going to final.
then you get 15 medals, and you get a big championship trophy and confetti,
okay, nice.
and you celebrate winning your division. And then you go to the big dance, which is the
Division
15
A and
Division B, one clash now for the big
private
championship.
versus public.
For the rings, for the 15 gold rings and the big championship trophy. So it's going to be very excited because the players, like what we mentioned earlier, are not so as athletic as what you would want, but the players are coming out to try to win this. And so we have created that serious rivalry.
Where will all these games be held?
All the games will be played at Belize Civic Center. All the games.
Right.
Yes,
all right. So people could watch in comfort.
Definitely,
Exactly.
definitely.
The
Yes.
And it's also way more affordable too.
Yeah.
$5.
And sit anywhere you want.
From there.
Yes,
Kids free.
everywhere you
Kids
want.
free. Kids are free.
Anywhere you want.
Sit
Anywhere.
We don't have no VIP. We don't
Yeah.
have VIP.
Age
Nice.
kids then.
Kids are just primary school and below.
Okay.
High
So
school and up the
12 years, like 12 years
Yeah.
or younger would
perfect.
not
So they're
be-
turning this into a nice family activity.
Definitely.
Everybody could come out.
Definitely.
Ja, wanna have Bengi and stand by.
No, we have birth ambulance downstairs, a lot of oxygen tank, everything's going to be there.
Major, and then when they lose, be the best lose. No water for the rest
Problem.
Hey, and that's the thing about how funny this is gonna be to see how them really coming out. And people are saying they're really grateful that you guys have combined this and keep the camaraderie, keep the rapport within all these different
Definitely,
institutions. So they're excited. Where can people see the flyer of the schedule?
Well, it located, we have Interoffice basketball page on Facebook.
Okay.
Interoffice, just Interoffice basketball.
Basketball league.
Yeah. And then we advertise on all the social media platforms, Channel 7, Channel 5, breaking news. So
When it comes
post
to
up-
purchasing tickets.
your purchase right at the gate.
Okay.
Yeah, because we don't expect no long line for you to tomorrow, but we expect a nicely crowd.
Yeah. For $5, I think
Yeah,
that's
for
really
$5
great.
is good.
For persons that are looking for something to do.
Normally opening night is always big. A lot of people come out because we have all the teams there now because it's opening night. They bring their families, people come who love basketball. And so it's always a good night like when we have the open. So tonight is going to be awesome. It's going to be exciting. I'm inviting the entire country to come out. I mean to see those players from the different firms, different organizations who are going out there playing Atlantic Bank versus Heritage Bank. You know,
When you say our banking services go down, they say banking go down.
Exactly. So you need to ask those type of questions. And I see the council also playing tonight. And it's really awesome for like different organizations to bring them out because that's what happened. Like these organizations would call, say, listen, I need 50 tickets. Like one call, I said, for my organization, then they give it out to their staff. And so you can see that building within their organization.
All right. I love
It's
it.
gonna be exciting.
It's gonna be good. So as we're wrapping up this conversation, Marlon, the man with the teams there, I will leave you to invite the public out and tell them why they have to come to not just tonight, every single night, and enjoy an amazing tournament.
Yeah, from now till November.
To November.
Yes.
For one, right now, like I said, there's, well,
Talk to the souls of the people in the camera.
there is nothing much to do in Belize right now until September celebration comes around. But the IBL, whenever we do it at a higher level. If you listen to our song,
Just
it's
another
just another level. So whenever you come, you're going to get the family environment. You're going to have fun. You're going to laugh because we sit courtside and we laugh. That's what we look forward to do. So we are looking forward to the people to come out and support us, support the league, the teams. My favorite team this year, by the way, is going to be Atlantic Bank. I choose the underdogs.
I know. I'm gonna have a team. I'm a team that's tough enough.
I had to write it
Put
all up.
this on the record for each of them. Each of them have to call their team now.
All right.
All right, let's start
Tough
with
enough.
Amir.
Tough enough.
Tough enough.
Customs police.
All right.
Atlantic Bank.
Boy.
Hey, go on, wait. I'll take it.
The reason is because
That's
Mr.
just
Jamie, he's a funny guy. Whenever we have meetings,
Perdoma, Jamie.
I'm a Perdoma. Big
he
up.
talk trash to the entire, to everybody.
I think he got a super team, like Sixers.
Starting in the mind.
Yeah.
So what we did not actually touch on was the time that they're starting tonight. How early do doors?
So tonight,
open?
doors open at 7. It's going to be at 7:15. We're going to do the presentation and everything. And then tip-off is right after.
7:30.
7:30 is set for, but we know how beliefs go. We know you can start to leave it later than that. And it's 3 games. It's 3 games tonight.
3 games tonight,
3
3
wonderful
games
games.
tomorrow night, guys.
And then Saturday, 3 games again.
Right. So
Your
without any further ado,
$50.
we must go to a commercial break.
It.
Thank you.
So,
guys.
thank you guys so much for being
Thank
here. Excitement is happening, tip off, and it's time. Hopefully, Deputy Mayor could catch
Make
that
that
ball.
shot. You have to catch that because we the whole
That's the precedence, and we'll see what happens, guys. Stay tuned for it all. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corzal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
These charter mints aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023
Good evening. Good evening. I'm Shiri Kalsil, and here's what's ahead for you on 7 News tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Craft.
Please, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your Nation Station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Are back. Let's trash talk. Ooh.
Good morning, beautiful people. We are back, of course. And so we're joined here by Crystalline Castillo, who is the Dangriga mayoral candidate for the United Democratic Party, and her campaign manager, Mr. Francis Marin. How are you guys doing today?
I'm okay. We're good. We came from Dangriga and it was storming. So when you were talking about just laying back in bed, I could definitely understand.
I connect with that, right? Because I could just, the thunder made it thunder.
Yes,
It was.
yes.
I was like, oh, Lord, is that you? You want me to just go to sleep? But tell me again. Say it one more time.
It was rough, definitely.
So,
is this a sign for me
but
to
I'm
go
glad
back
that
to
you guys
bed?
made the effort to actually get
And we're
all
glad
the way
to have you here.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, we're going to be talking about, you know, the Canada say going into things. Let's talk a little bit about first the idea or the want to be mayor for you, Crystalline.
First, let me clarify that I'm one of the aspiring mayoral candidates. So we are going to a convention. There are 2 teams in Dangriga that wants to be the next leader for that community. And so for me, I've always known that Dangriga could be a place that could reach their maximum potential. I know that we have very talented people in Dangriga. We have the natural resources in Dangriga. And with the right leadership, we could take Dangriga to another level. And my mom used to always say, if you're not going to be part of the solution, then don't be a person that complains and complains and complains. And so being a part of the solution means stepping in and doing the hard task or the unpopular job of getting your hands dirty, getting in the mud and do what you need to do for the community. And that's where my inspiration comes from.
Awesome. And so what are some things that you've observed in Dangriga that you would want to see improved?
For Dangriga, we are we are a growing community. And I feel like that is the truth for the entirety of Belize. The younger people are now the one that is most prevalent that are coming up. And so we see a lot of the younger people shy away from politics. And on the campaign trail, we often remind them that politics is in everything that we do. Politics is something that you go to the grocery shop and you buy a pong of beans or a pong of rice. Politics mandate these things. So shying away from not being involved in politics sometimes do us a little bit more harm than good. And so one of the things that we emphasize is come to the polls. Let your voices be heard, register your votes, and so that we, in the end of the day, have a say in what goes on in our community. So getting the younger people involved in politics is definitely something that we, as a team, wanted to do, and we're excited to see some of the younger people, a lot of the younger people, pledge to show up to the polls, and that warms our heart as a team.
I can imagine.
And so, Mr. Marin, you are the campaign manager. And so talk to us about what it's been like so far on the ground.
Well, Dangriga is going through a renaissance, a rebirth, and there are 14 candidates that will be going to a convention on Sunday, the 9th of August. And of those 14 people, the Dangriga voters are being asked to select one mayoral candidate that will represent the United Democratic Party in the March 2027 election, and 6 councillor candidates. I'm also running as a councillor candidate. I'm the campaign manager for Team Crystalline as well.
He's double right.
So it's a very exciting time, very interesting. The Dangriga voter they're now asking more questions, and the answers needs to be relevant. So you can no longer run on party alliances and loyalty. So you have to be out there producing the work and getting tangible results. And that, to me, is a very exciting time for the community to be going through that very dramatic change, and I want to be a part of that change.
Well, both of you are going to be a part of this process, but what really sets you apart from the other candidates that are out there?
For me, a lot of experience. I've been dabbling in politics for at least 25 to 30 years. So, and I have seen the transformation from when I was just getting started to now. And that transformation is extremely positive.
For me, and what I like about our team, we have a mixture of the more experienced. We have a mixture of the energetic and the young and want to be a part of. And we have a mixture of males. We have a mixture of females as well. And that enables us to see the strength in each person, where the strengths of each person lies, and we use those strengths to give Dangriga the best. And for me, what I bring is the ability to go farther, over and beyond for that cause. It's the dedication, it's the showing up. Whenever my team shows up, I'm always there. I promise that I will be one of the aspiring leaders for Dangriga, and that means to show up at all time. Even if nobody shows up, I have to show up. And so I never allow my team to be at any event or any campaign or any without me being there, because that's what I signed up for. And that's the kind of leadership Dangriga needs. A leadership that will come out and talk to the people, come out and face the people, come out and hear what the people has to say, come out and make plans with the voices of the people. Oftentimes we sit in a little corner or in a little room where plans are being discussed and there's no input from the people of Dangriga. And so it might sound cliche with us going house to house, knocking and say what their ideas and stuff, but for me that is giving back the power and the voice to the people of Dangriga, because now you get to tell us what you want to see. And we, as we implement these ideas, we will have more and more public consultation that we see less and less of today. We'll have places where the Dangriga people could have their voice being heard, and we could implement plans based on what they want and not just what a small group of us thinks Dangriga needs.
I love that. So on that same note, you guys are going out, knocking on doors and being able to really converse with persons. What are, would you say, 3 out of the top big concerns persons are having, and how have you guys, while conversing with them, been able to think of ways to help them?
One of the major things that we hear is the opportunities, especially the economic opportunities that are not quite available in Dangriga. And we see that a number of people, busloads of people would go to Belmopan, for example, at the call center to seek employment. Another thing is the youth development. Where does the youths and the children go to recreate? I remember growing up around a football field where, as you don't know homework, you have to do homework first, right? As you don't know homework, you run and you go and play at the field or at the park until street light come and then you have to go home, right? And now we see these parks are overgrown. The playgrounds has no swing, no slide. Where does the children go to recreate, to harness their talent? We have some of the best football players from Dangriga, and I might be biased. I do believe so. I do believe so, but that stems from us being able to go out on the field, in the parks, play, harness our talent, perfect our craft. And when it comes to that, we have very skilled people, or people that has been doing community services in our community for a very long time. Mr. Stephen Lowry, he's very involved with sports and children in the community. And so we, like I say, we tap into the talent, the things that these counselors are already bringing to then give to the community. So helping out the community means, okay, Mr. Larry, you are in charge of parks and playgrounds. Ensure that these children have a safe place to play in all the community. It's not just where you live, in all the community. And that's one way of making sure our community reach to the best of our ability. It might not be instantly. We live in a world where we love instant gratification. We want results now, right? But it will be over time. These are seeds being planted for the future generation to come.
Do you mind me asking how old are you?
Yeah, I get that question a lot. I am 28 years old. I'll be 29 this year. And so I do get that question a lot, though.
All right, so being a young woman in politics, how does it feel? Do you feel intimidated in any way? But I know it's so important for women to fill these spaces. I always say it's so important. But how does it feel coming from Dangriga, really starting this process and just being a young woman who aspires to be mayor someday?
It's a mixture of a lot of feelings, to be honest. Excitement is one of them. A little bit of nerves, you know, dabbling into something. Any this uncharted territory brings some kind of nerves to you. And so there are times that I feel nervous, but my support system, my campaign manager, I have a family that has always supported me in all that I do. Some of you may recognize me from pageantry and other stuff. Even in my pageant era, my family was around me, making sure that it's a mind thing. It's mind over matter a lot of the times. And when we are able to conquer our mind, we are able to set out on journeys that seems daunting to us. And so not only that, but preparation. Ensuring that, I know just to say, why I want to be mayor Dangriga and sit back and say, well, when convention call, I'll be mayor Dangriga, but going out there, doing the work, showing up, even when, because politics is just something that you do after. So when you're done your 9 to 5, or for me, when I started, it was 5 in the morning to 3:30 in the evening, and then 4 o'clock, I have to go campaign 4 to 6, and you go to bed and you just do it all over again. These are the things that we don't see behind the scenes, but it's the preparation that needs to be done, because that's the territory in which you accept.
100%. So, Mr. Marin, I want to ask you in that same note, you're the campaign manager, you're also a councillor candidate. The convention is supposed to be coming up. How are you guys feeling getting ready and prepared going into it? How long until the convention?
A week.
A week, right? And so how do you feel? We have 1 week left. You never touch upon everybody's door, right? But you, as all the wealth of experience that you've had and been in politics for so long, how do you feel with yourself, your daughter, guys your slate going in?
Okay. It has been challenging, definitely, but it is also very rewarding. It gives me great pleasure to interact with the voters and to hear them come with very constructive suggestions as to how we can address the issues in Dangriga. So sometimes we stand for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes talking to one voter, because some of them are extremely well informed and their ideas are very good. And it gives me a lot of excitement to be able to communicate with these voters and to hear what they have to say. And every evening after campaign, I said to myself, wow, that was something. Because as old as I am, I still learn a lot every day. Every day I go and talk to somebody, I always bring home something new. And it's very exciting. I find that very exciting.
And so with the seniority that you bring to the table, how have you seen politics evolve in Dangriga over the years?
It has changed dramatically. When I started in politics, it was a lot of loyal people, and what they were very loyal to a particular party. That is no longer the case.
Okay. So for persons that have not been able to have a great conversation, 20 minutes standing up with you guys, and we know that there's a week away, where can they be able to contact you guys to be able to have that sit down? Maybe at least have that call, whatever it is along that line, as we know time is crunching down. Where can they go?
So we're campaigning. What we're doing right now is walking through the streets of Dangriga. So this is our 3rd time walking the entirety of Dangriga. The first time, it was before the team was even created. It was just myself and 2 campaigners. Introducing myself, hello, my name is Crystalline Castillo. I'm interested in running for the mayor of Dangriga. What do you think the town need? How can we develop the tongue? Are there any ideas to implement? That was the structure of that first walkthrough. The second walkthrough was with the team. This is the team. This is we'll have a convention, so on and so forth. And this 3rd time is walking through and say, okay, this is the date for the convention, and we are hoping our messages come out to the polls and vote. Of course, we would love for it to be for Team Crystalline, but let's just exercise the right to vote. Come to the polls to vote. So with that being said, you are here. We have a speaker, You are here to do the peace songs.
So
we walk through the streets.
Okay, so just in case anybody may try one now, them outside. You can hear them. But I want to thank you guys so much for this conversation and give you all the best on your following last week. And then, of course, if there is success from that and
going to the next on the night.
Yeah. Yes. So there's a lot more to come from it. So we look forward to seeing, how it goes. And of course, all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. All the best. Thank you guys for joining us.
And with that, guys, we're going to go to our next commercial break. And when we're back, we have our final segment for today.
Wine.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
If you're tired of the baking in your house with the only cook go wawa fan and finally realize that the time to get yourself a good, durable, reliable fan, contact Maya's panel website or social media. Maya's going to hook you up with one of their 18-inch heavy-duty tripod fan where might could even change your life as it keep you cool in this hot Belizean weather. Yes man, because their 18-inch heavy-duty tripod fan from Maya's not just could blow your lip back way, they might could blow away your mind if you say blow away the toxic konomono out of your life and the bad vibes out of your house. Order your 18-inch heavy-duty tripod fan from Maya's website or on their social media, and Maya's going to ship out your fan anywhere countrywide ASAP. Not believe me? Visit mayaselectronics.bz right now to order your fan today.
These charter mints aren't from
We're navigating along the coast.
This morning, the 2023
Good evening. Good evening. I'm Cherie Kelso, and here's what's ahead for you on 7 News tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm the bureaucrat.
Please, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your Nation Station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Good morning, guys. We are back. And so we're excited to talk to you. We're on our last segment. And of course, we're going to be talking about wine today.
You're so excited, no?
Of course. It's Friday. Why not?
You even take a sip and
Why not? Why not? It's
Technically, it's 10 p.m.
It's
in
5 o'clock
Taiwan right
somewhere.
now.
It's 5 o'clock.
It's happy hour everywhere.
Exactly. I love that energy on this Friday. And so, Mr. Ian, how are you feeling today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm great. And you, Ren?
I'm doing fantabulous. I'm excited. I always like talking to Ian because Ian come with something new I didn't even know about none at all. And he's been here for a little while doing some amazing things with partnerships, and I hear loading new locations and stuff like that.
Of course.
So let's talk to the people and find out exactly what you've been hiding, what you've been doing, and where you're going to be soon.
Okay, well, I've been here this week. I've been working with the Belize Tourist Board. They have their Elevate training program. So I've been working with people in the tourism industry and doing some wine education because we have to elevate everyone's knowledge to international standards if we're going to work in the community, you know, especially if we're going to move into the luxury sector that's coming online in Belize soon, you know.
So you're doing this training, and in that same note, how, because wine, for me, I think wine can be complex in the sense of knowing how to pair it and everything. So that training entails that?
We're doing service training.
Okay.
Education in learning the basic concepts about wine. And once you learn the big concepts, you can apply to other, because wine, there's always someone doing something really wild and new and crazy. But once you learn the basic concepts, you understand how wine is made and where it's grown and how climate and soil affect what goes in the bottle. So once you understand that, then you can apply that to all wines internationally.
Okay.
So we also did service training as well, how to proper serve wine to guests. You know, we have to meet international standards. We can't be putting bottle of wine between our knees and, you know, under our arms and stuff like that, you know. We want to make sure we do it the right way. And also we did food and wine pairing. So they tasted wine along with Belizean cuisine. In San Pedro, we did it at Larimar, which is a new restaurant from the Munoz family from Hidden Treasures.
Okay.
And they have a really elevated Belizean cuisine, and we showed how Belize food actually pairs with really great wines of the world, you know, and people were really happy to taste that, you know.
And so how open have persons been to really learning about
they've been,
this, you know?
I'm so happy everyone paid attention. Everyone was on their best behavior. And they actually showed that they learned. Well, they drink the wine, but, you know, we had to, it was over 2 days we tasted like 14 wines. I couldn't give them all at once, you know.
14 wines.
Yeah, and I did like wines that the unusual suspects, because usually everybody tastes Sauvignon Blanc and Chardonnay and Merlot, Cabernet, and Malbec. That's the usual suspects, you know. So,
but you're trying something new.
So I brought new things for them to, you know, to get that spark going, you know, because you're like, oh, I never had that. I've never thought about that. That's what makes you excited about wine.
And are all those wines available on the Belizean market?
Yes, actually, I'm using wines from Madisco, and those wines, because Madisco is partnering with the Belize Tourist Board for the Taste of Belize tomorrow at St. Catherine's. And I'm doing two wine classes tomorrow with 3 wines.
So talk to us about your choice this morning.
So this morning, I wanted to bring something unusual. So this is a wine from Spain. It's a Grenache, and it's called Desnudo, which
There's
means...
so much words you said just now that I can't repeat the same way.
So what the winemakers want to say is it's wine without makeup. It's wine made with little intervention as possible. So it's just the grapes, the yeast that were naturally occurring in the vineyard, and then they age it for 6 months in concrete tanks. So there's no oak to cover the flavor. There's nothing. It is what it is. And it's from a higher elevation in Spain. So it's a lighter Grenache. Grenache can be a very full-bodied red. So this is a lighter style Grenache. If you smell it, you guys want to take a deep inhale deeply.
Smells amazing.
So you get more like red fruits and some plums, some berries.
Yes, you do.
There's a little spice, a little black pepper, and a little like cinnamon on the nose as well. And
I like it.
Go ahead and taste it.
Oh,
okay. That tastes really good.
Yeah.
So in the heat of Belize, you know, this is a really nice wine, and we actually paired it with some rice and beans and chicken.
Okay.
Because the fruit rice and beans tend to be more on the earthy side, and the fruit and this wine balanced out the earthiness.
So Sunday dinner.
And the nice is after church you could drink 2 Bud Lights.
That's right.
And then-
After church is after church.
Oh my goodness.
And then you confess the next week.
But this smells good.
So it's a more lighter red, but in the heat of, it's really hot in Belize right now. These are wines that you want to like pair with Belizean cuisine.
So tomorrow, this is going to be featured?
This is one of the wines we're going to feature tomorrow.
Okay.
So this is a preview of what's going to happen tomorrow.
What can
So-
persons look out for tomorrow in terms of the wine education that will be available?
Well, we're doing 3 wines, and I try to bring 3 things that are kind of like not the usual suspects as well. I'm doing that, and actually I did wines that pair with Belize food. So for me, I'm very interested in food and wine pairing. I think in Belize we have such a diverse array of food that from different cultures we have. A lot of countries in the Caribbean, it's very one-dimensional, so to speak. It's just one kind of cuisine. We have so many different kinds of cuisines.
Yeah, we do.
And there's only a few other countries that do that, but Belize, I think, is at the forefront of that. So I want to show that Belize food is worthy of international wines. So that's the whole idea behind it. So the wines I chose are wines that will pair with Belize food.
And I like that it's already in the
It's
market.
not food, it's Belize cuisine.
Belize cuisine.
Belize cuisine.
And I like that, like you said, the wines, we can pair it together. It's already at Medisco. So it's
Yep.
not like you're saying, man, I don't know when I find this wine
And
again.
this wine is a little over $30.
So it's affordable.
Yeah, I don't want to. You don't need to spend all that money on wine because if you come in and you don't know why you're going to spend $100 for a bottle of wine.
See, that's
you
the
know?
thing, that's
I
why
don't
wine
want you to be.
education
I don't want you
is
to be
important.
afraid. Because I'm doing a Riesling from Chile, which is about the same price point, and a Rosé Prosecco, which is kind of in the same ballpark. So I don't want people to be afraid and say, "Oh, I spend $60, $80 a bottle of wine." You could have something really affordable for $30, and it's not a big investment. And if you don't like it that much, it won't hurt your pocket that much.
Yeah,
you know?
and then when you pair it with something else, because the thing that you've taught us is that when you have the wine and you pair it with the food properly, the cuisine, or so the notes and everything come, it enhances the
like,
taste.
This fruit will complement the earthiness of the rice and beans and the ricotta in the stewed chicken, So
sure.
so.
So people could get
So
it.
how is it that, the entire science behind this? I think it's so interesting to hear you basically pairing everything. But what's really the science behind pairing wine and cuisine?
If you talk to my liver first, my liver will complain. But I've been very fortunate that I've lived in New York and worked in some fine dining restaurants. I've worked with some Michelin star level chefs. I've worked with some celebrity TV chefs. So the one thing I've done is eaten very well and drank very well. And it's just after you get used to it, things come easy. It's like muscle memory that, this works with that. And, certain spices work with certain things. Like the Riesling, I was here, I think a year ago when we tasted ceviche in the morning with the Riesling.
Yes, and so amazing. And tell her, Ian always brings something where I'm like, oh, okay, let me try. Now I have to try.
Most people that Belize drink ceviche drink beer with ceviche.
Beer, yeah.
Beer, margarita.
But if you want to elevate Kong ceviche to like certain countries have certain dishes that are known, like Jamaica is jerk. Like whenever I say jerk chicken, you go to Jamaica.
Yeah,
we can say Kong ceviche, Belize. It has to be when we raise the excitement and we raise the profile of that one dish, and Belize becomes in the international jargon of culinary food, of culinary delights.
100%. So you mentioned that you have this partnership with BTB. You've already done some training with San Pedro. I understand that you did one yesterday and they're doing a next one for Belize.
Belize City today. And we're talking because they've already had people reaching out from like Placencia and San Ignacio. So I think, it's just planning and making sure we find the right time, but hopefully that comes on board really soon, So
for somebody that's listening to this conversation and they want your expertise, they understand you got it together. Can they reach out to you to maybe have something done with their restaurant, with their business?
Yes, I'm also up for private education as well.
Because I'm thinking about
because
you have to share yourself.
we had people from a bunch of different restaurants, and some people from Cayo came in as well.
Oh, okay.
So which is really great. 2 different groups from Cayo came as well. But I really think if I could go to if you have a big resort and you have 10 people you want to train, it's easier for you to do it that way. It's fine as well. So I'm available for private consultation as well.
All right, excellent. And they can be able to find you where to be able to do your contact information?
I can leave it on, give it to you guys.
Yeah, you can leave it, and then we're going to be posting it when we do it too,
Yeah.
so persons can be, because I'm always about education. I
Yeah.
feel like we need to elevate how we look at
I'm
things.
happy that the tourist board it's called Elevate, and I think we need to elevate everybody. And you know, a lot of the resorts have the financial backing to do that. But I think every local restaurant in Belize needs to have an education, because when our guests come in and they get bad service, they don't say, they probably will forget the restaurant, but they say the service was terrible in Belize.
Belize.
So then we all fall into the same pot, you know? So we have to elevate everybody to reach that higher level.
Not only that, the experiences that we offer here, it's so important.
Yeah.
No, and we're known to be these friendly persons that, you know, always want to help. I'm just thinking about somebody goes into a restaurant, right? They're seeing Belizean cuisine, like you mentioned before, and they don't know what to pair it with. And you could have a experienced waiter, server, somebody's just like, hey,
try this with that.
Try this with this. It brings out the note.
Yeah.
The way how do I feel, man, okay, there's a different experience that you, and then when they try it and are like, oh. So I just think of how well it looks on us, that we know our stuff and we know what works for our food.
Yeah.
And the last time we spoke, also you touched on the fact that it creates more economic opportunities.
Yes, because you know, and this is the economy of tourism. You know, all the hotels they're booked to the U.S. The money stays in the U.S. You know, if we could get tourists out into the local scene, that money stays within the local scene. And then if servers start selling wine, a glass of wine is more than a bottle of beer. They actually, for me, the first thing I told them, this is a tool, this knowledge is a tool for you to make more money. Because that means increased tips. You have more confidence in what you're doing, and people see wine as this sort of symbol thing. It's a fine wine with fine food. They automatically raise what the gratuity is going to be from 10% to 15 or 20%, you know? So I told them the knowledge that they acquire is a tool for their economic success as well, so.
I love it.
When people hear money, they pay more attention.
Correct. That's true. And people want to have a good experience, and that's going to help you, you know, elevate Belize in general. So it's really about overall look for Belize and tourism and what we can be able to do. And also for our Belizeans, we experience our country and
no, everybody, I want Belizeans to do this, so, you know, so hopefully down the line.
And like he mentioned, it's not expensive. It's not overly expensive. It's affordable. You know, you can, on Sunday when you eat Sunday dinner, you know now what to pair it with.
Look at that. And so tomorrow you're going to be out at Taste of Belize.
Yes.
And they can just go to you, and then they can be able to sort out, because you're going to have 2 wines you're going to be paired.
We're doing 3 wines, but 2 classes, one at 11 o'clock and one at 3 o'clock.
Okay, 11 and 3. So for persons out there.
And Taste of Belize is a great culinary event that BTB has put together. Last year, Belize won bronze in the Taste of the Caribbean.
Look at that.
And the chefs, they all won individual awards. And, you know, so it's, you know, we have to start somewhere. And we want to win gold in everything one year, you know, because I think we can do it, you know.
And
so.
it starts from just the education.
Dedication, yes.
The education, because we have amazing skill sets.
We do, and we have the flavors.
Yeah, we have the product and the flavors.
We got the food. We got the food.
Yeah.
If nothing else. But with that, we've come to the ending of this segment and also the show. And since you've had a taste of wine, I feel like you're going to be able to give me even better advice. So for persons out there, it's Friday. You're going to be out tomorrow doing an amazing thing at Taste of Belize. Any advice, any nugget, any little wisdom you want impart on people?
Don't be afraid to try new things. If you like most people, and I started that way when I started with wine, you understand big, bold flavors, Malbec, Merlot, Cabernet, but don't be afraid to try new wines.
Okay.
Because this is something that's very unusual, but I think it works really well with food. So.
I love that. That is not only great wine advice, that is great Friday advice.
Yeah.
I love that.
We go
That might get some people in trouble, but that's another story.
More about it. We build pan trouble. So, Jal, what is your advice to give to the persons? You too?
Of course, come on out. I love it. I love this. Reach out to Ian. This is extremely important to learn. And like you said, try new things. Don't be afraid to take risks.
Well, my website is liquidassetsbeverage.com.
All right, liquidassetsbeverage.com.
And my contact information is on there.
You can probably drop that in the comments.
Yes.
So that
I'm going to be putting it in the comment for me so I could thank the guests that we had. We had today the inter-office basketball that's starting tonight and tomorrow night, so make sure you guys make your way out for that. We also were talking to the UDP mayor candidate, Crystalline, and councillor candidate, Mr. Marin. And so they have 1 week until they have their convention and to see exactly what it is. And of course, our sommelier. I love saying it when I was like, sommelier.
Your tongue twists when I say it.
I say it slower too because then I say I might just bite myself by accident. And then the thing is, I could blame it on the wine what Ian give me. So, talking about the trainings and all the great things. And remind us again that the thing, what is it?
LiquidAssetsBeverage.com.
So you guys, we put it in the chat for you to be able to get a hold of that. And we thank everybody. Thank you so much, Ian, for being. And of course, from the first time you came back talking about you've gotten this wealth of information, you want to share it with your country.
Exactly.
We appreciate that. Because you can easily keep it over there.
Indeed. And it's always important to share.
I think it's more important for me to do it in Belize.
Yeah, 100%.
Each one teach one.
Yeah. So with that, guys, we send you off on your fantabulous Friday.
Have a great Friday. The weather might be, a little rainy, but our spirits are not.
All right, put on your get your Vicks together.
That's right.
Hey, it's a dance line.
A place to call your home, a place where you can grow. Stand by me and we'll take flight. We'll be there at morning's light. I've got you covered on all concerns we share today.